Good evening, everyone. A very warm good evening to each and every one of you. Once again, welcome back to BioPoints in the world of bio. Yet, we are live back with the chapter, the final lecture of breathing and exchange of gases. The topic of the day is regulation of respiration and disorders of respiratory system. Yes, welcoming the Sweet Me 2023 batch, and hope you all are perfectly ready, and the concepts and the theory part that we have covered in the previous lectures is perfectly fine, and the MCQs that you're going to handle from that section is also perfectly clear for you with the practice of daily practice papers as well. You should be in thorough touch with the MCQ part as well, so that may aid you in scoring both, covering both your theory part as well as your NEET entrance part. Yes. So without wasting much time, let's move on with today's session. Reminding you, if anyone haven't become a member of BioPoint, do become a member of BioPoint. They're joining in our Telegram group, and the direct link is given there in the description box, and that is t.me/neat_biopoint, where you'll be getting daily session updates, Telegram quizzes, study materials, and mental doubt clear. And so without wasting much time, let's move on. Do like, share, and subscribe the amazing channel. Yes. So let's move on with the topic of regulation of respiratory system. Yes. So how this respiratory system can be regulated? So medulla oblongata is considered as the respiratory center. Yes. So this respiratory centers or this medulla oblongata is divided into three regions, that is the respiratory rhythm center, pneumotaxic center, and the chemosensitive area. So these are the three areas in which this respiratory region is, or respiratory center is divided. Okay. So moving on. Respiratory rhythm center. This will be a very short session because a very small topic, regulation of respiration and just disorders, is left for you. So we will be covering it as well, and this will be the final lecture of this chapter. Yes. So regulation of respiration, in the very first thing is the respiratory rhythm center, the very first type of rhythm center, and this is seen in medulla oblongata. So respiratory rhythm center is seen in medulla oblongata, and it includes inspiratory and expiratory centers. Yes. So this respiratory rhythm center regulates respiratory rhythms. Respiratory rhythms are regulated by this respiratory rhythm center. Is it clear? So medulla oblongata consists of inspiratory and center and expiratory center, and this inspiratory and expiratory center together is known as what? Respiratory rhythm center. Is it clear? So moving on with the second one, that is pneumotaxic center. What is pneumotaxic center? Pneumotaxic center is seen in pons. So pons contain the pneumotaxic center, and that controls inspiration and expiration. So moderates the function of the respiratory rhythm center, that is impulse from the center reduces the duration of inspiration and thereby alter respiratory rate. Yes. So this is all about pneumotaxic center, and it is seen in the pons. The last one is the chemosensitive area. What is this chemosensitive area? In chemosensitive area, that is in adjacent to the rhythm center. So near the rhythm center, another area called chemosensitive area is present, and it checks hydrogen ion and carbon dioxide concentration in what? Hydrogen ion and carbon dioxide concentration in our blood, right? Is it clear? So this chemosensitive area seen adjacent to rhythm center increase the concentration of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion and activates the center, which in turn signals the rhythm center. Yes. Aortic arc and carotid artery also check H plus and carbon dioxide level, and therefore this is the basis of rhythm maintenance. So maintenance of the breathing rate is done with the help of, or the control and coordination of these respiratory centers. Receptors in aortic arc and carotid artery also recognize changes in carbon dioxide and H plus ion concentration and send signals to the rhythm center. Role of oxygen in the regulation of respiratory rhythm is quite insignificant. Yes, regulation of respiratory rhythm, the role of oxygen is quite insignificant. Yes, breathing rate is increases and H plus and carbon dioxide concentration increases and vice versa. And that's about regulation of respiration. And now what we are going is, we are moving on with disorders of respiratory system. So before moving on to that, once again, let's have a recap of regulation of respiration. There is a respiratory center. Medulla oblongata divided into three regions. That is respiratory rhythm center, consisting of inspiratory and expiratory center. Then what else? Pneumotaxis center in the pons, and thirdly, the chemosensitive area adjacent to respiratory rhythm. Yes, and that's about regulation of respiration. And now we are moving on with disorders of respiratory system. What all are the disorders that the respiratory system can have? The very first one is asthma. What is asthma? It is a difficulty in breathing causing wheezing due to inflammation of bronchi and bronchioles. So the bronchi and the bronchioles may get inflamed. Yes, and this is mainly caused by allergy. Okay, so when allergens enters the respiratory system, bronchus exhibit inflammation and the lumen decreases, and this is called bronchial spasm. And this is due to this, what happens is the difficulty in breathing occurs. Yes, and this difficulty in breathing is referred to as what? Asthma. Okay, so it is due to the reaction of allergens and certain medicines such as inhalers. All these things are used in order to prevent or in order to control or regulate the asthmatic patients. Yes, and the second disorder that you have is emphysema. Yes, emphysema, and this is caused due to the damage of alveolar valves, and this decreases respiratory surface. Major causes cigarette smoking. So when alveolar valves are damaged, what happens? The surface area gets reduced. Yes, so decreases the respiratory surface, and the cause of emphysema is what? Cigarette smoking. So common chronic disease in chain smokers. Yeah, so this emphysema is a chronic disease, a common chronic disease in chain smokers. Elasticity, loss of alveoli. Then what else? Thus cannot take required oxygen, so difficulty in breathing and vital capacity reduces. And that's about emphysema, another disorder of respiratory system. Yes. Next is occupational lung disease. Occupational respiratory disorders. Certain industries produce so much dust, and this occupational respiratory disorder is due to their occupation or their job related disorders. So this is due to the industries that produce so much dust, and defense mechanism of the body cannot cope up with the situation. Long exposure causes inflammation leading to fibrosis and results in lung damage. So workers in such industry should wear protective masks. Okay, so occupational lung disease or occupational respiratory disorders is caused by particular job, and those who works in metal crushing sites, or they breathe silica particles, and that leads to the fibrosis of alveoli, and that disease is known as silicosis. That is an occupational respiratory disorder. Then asbestosis, and that is due to the asbestos powder dust. Yes, and Monday fever, that is for the persons working in cotton mill industries. Yes, so these are different occupational respiratory disorders, and these occupational respiratory disorders are due to certain dust that is produced by the industries in which they are working. Is it clear? And that's all for disorders of respiratory system as well. Yes, and that's all for this chapter. Hope each and everything is clear for you. And it's me signing out from your favorite and my favorite BioPoint, Cindy World of Bio. Bye-bye.